I can't express how excited I am to be showing you guys this new game called Town to City. It's been out for about a month or so now, and it is by far one of my new favorite city management games. One of the things about city management games is you can be very stressed with trying to keep your town happy, fulfilling all of their needs, and this game does have that to a degree. But if something goes wrong, you're not in trouble. You get to take things at your own pace, and the decoration is next level. I haven't experienced a game that allows you to decorate this intensely and this specifically. So either that's showing how great this game is, or that I need to experience some more city builder games. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. But we're going to jump right into Town to City. And here we are, our new countryside to turn into a town. It's going to take us a while to turn things into a city, and I'm okay with that. So what I'm thinking we're going to be doing here is turning this pond to the center part of our town. Call me basic, I know, but it's such a fun idea. So let's start with getting our pathway from the train station to our first houses. And what's going to be important is kind of planning out things ahead of time. And I want to keep this open. I don't want to put any houses or any plazas nearby, but I do want to create like mini shopping centers near the pond. I think that would be a really cute design. But I think for now, we'll drag it out to about here and then pull this down. And we'll put some houses maybe along this side and see how that does. There is no wrong way to play the game. It's just what makes your town happy. It's what makes you happy, and that's the important part. So we have our 3 houses built here. I think they're all different colors, or they might be the same color. We'll get to play around with that later. But there they are. And here comes our first townspeople, our first residents. There they are. We have such a cute little train station. So we'll move these guys into our first house, so we can move them into here. And so let's click on our house, see what they need. So it looks like they're going to need some food. So let's change that by giving residents access to food buildings. We have a poultry stall and a cheese stall. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to turn this little area into a plaza. So let's extend this out to about here. We're going to pull it down. And here we go. So we have this area. Now, I don't need to do this, but I think it's cute. I enjoy it. Let's put the cheese maybe right here. And we're going to put the poultry next to it. So we'll put them side by side to each other. Now we'll move you guys in here. We have 2 different stalls. And we can add a worker. So that way they can actually, get the food. So it looks like we're going to need to build a warehouse. So that way they can actually, get the food. So I think for the warehouse right now, I don't want to put it next to it or over here. So I think for now we can just put it across the road. And the important thing is this is supposed to take place in, I believe, the Mediterranean era, or just a more cottage. I couldn't figure out the word. I cannot lie. Y'all get the idea. We're not going to be having any cars, any motorized vehicles. I don't really know what their roadmap is, so maybe we'll have horses. But for now, they're going to have to walk everywhere. But the houses earn you daily income with each shop connected. So we'll be able to start making more money daily. But now we can add some decorations. And the decorations are going to be very important to this game. Because like I said, this is what kind of makes the game stand out from other city builders I've played. And if there are any other games that do what this game does, please let me know. And I'm always excited to try them. So let's let's kind of extend this out a little bit. And what I'm wanting to do is to kind of create a blocked off plaza in a sense. Like this. So that way they can kind of walk in, they have their exit points. And what we might do is create another plaza behind and have that connect. But for now, this is what we're doing. Let's move you over a little bit. Move you over a little bit. Looks like we're going to need another house. And what we can do is we can just drag you down this way a little bit. And I don't want to necessarily put these guys super back to back. What I'm thinking we do is we just do a little turn around here, here, and here. Now they're going to be on the hill a little bit, but that's okay. They'll be fine. We'll have to go this way. And what I want to do is kind of connect this down, so that way it fully loops around. And now you're not. Now these two aren't going to be connected anywhere, but that's okay. We can hopefully fix that. So it says they aren't connected, and when we click it, we can see that they're just barely missing. So what if I move you over just a little bit? Now you're connected. Just move you over here, because now they're going to be happy. And if we possibly move you here, I don't know if it'll... Oh, it might. Okay, let's see if I can get that connected. It is. Okay, so we're going to place those there for now. We can make them happy, but we do need to work on our decor. And these count as decor. So what I'm going to want to do, get some lights up. The lights, they deserve to see. They got to see where they're walking, trying to get to. Put these here. This here as well. Now why aren't you connected? They aren't connected to any food places. Oh, good. Oh, no. Goodness. Push this up a little bit. Now they should be. Okay, good. So now what we'll do is we're going to make this kind of a dirt area. Kind of like a little backyard. The backyards will be cute. And this way we can put our fences, but I want to put these tall wooden fences. Like so. We can do that. Then we'll put this tall fence here. Snap it over there. Great. So now they can walk in here. Then we'll make sure it's the same over here as well. Now, we don't have to make it necessarily perfect. So if it's not fully aligned, that's okay. If in your town you want it to be fully aligned, go for it. But we're going to put... I'm going to put the well in here for now so we can boost their happiness. And out here, we're going to put a little bench. One right there, one right there. We'll put the lamp post next to it so they can see whilst they're in here. Now these trees are kind of big. That's okay. Put some trees over here. They'll always be a little random. There we go. So now they're happy. We have someone else who moved in, so let's move them in there. Great. So we have our new people. Our new happiness is through the roof. Great. So we have 2 more people who just moved in, which is a little fast, but that's okay. And what I'm thinking we do is for now we can just put... I don't know how to put this. Let's put it over here. I want it to be kind of just out of the way for now. The research is going to be very important. But that is a later me problem. And so now that we have you built all the way, let's get some people working here. Because the more people we have working, the quicker we can get more of these upgrades. And the upgrades is good. The upgrades is what we need. So our first goal is going to be getting 55, or is it 50? 50 residents in town. So we have 2 new people here. Let's see what we can do for them. First let me get a fish stall up here. Just to have. What I'm thinking we can do is maybe we just put this here for now. And then we can kind of just curve this out a little bit. Let's make you just a little lower. Now we'll just kind of curve it out. And then we'll put some houses over here, and they should be more than connected. Let's have it be random. I think the different colored houses just add a little personality to it. So we have these two for now. We'll have these guys moved in quickly. Move you in here, and move you in here. I will have you work there, and we'll have you work there. So now they're going to be able to get everything, which is great. This is what we wanted, what we needed. And we're good on food for now, so let's do decorate the buildings, because this is honestly one of my favorite features that is part of this game. So now that we can build or decorate our houses, we can put the lights on here, and we can put them on the sides of the building, which allows for so much customization to truly be had. And what'll be important is to also be decorating their workplaces, because whilst their houses are important to be cute, if they don't like where they live, or they don't like where they work because it's a drag, there's no personality there, that's going to be a problem. So we're going to want to make sure we really deck out these houses, make sure they're happy, because we can see these little flowers are going up, which means they're happier. And I want to keep our townspeople happy. You don't have to worry about this government official. So let's see if I can get this to curve just a little bit more out, and then we'll kind of flatten it, kind of like that, and that should be okay for now. Now we can get you right here, and then we can get... I'm thinking we create a gap, just so that when we have this gap, we can kind of build out and around that way. But now we have families with traits, and what's really nice is I can move people if I think they'd be better elsewhere. And so you see how this says -9? That's not good. What I can do is I can move him here, because that family doesn't care. We can get 16, which is great. But our research is almost near its limit. So let's get some fruit stalls, some veggie stalls, and this greater reach is going to be game changer, because now it extends further and they're happy. Now he's got to get 2 workers, and now everything reaches. But this family wants a cliffside. Now that doesn't mean they have to be on the cliff, they just have to be near a cliff. So let's have this family get a new house. And I'm going to move... let's move this family over here, and then we'll swap. See, +20 is exactly what they wanted, what they needed, which is fantastic. And another neat and fun part about this game is I can kind of wait to move people in at my pace. So they don't have to move them in immediately. They don't get angry if I'm taking a little too long, which is just lovely. It's honestly so refreshing that I don't have to panic and wonder if I'm messing up as a mayor. Because the answer is yes. I'm going to mess up as a mayor. But I don't need them telling me what I already know. Okay. We have these lights up, which is great. Let's see if I can get some more research done. Get 2. And people also don't become unhappy if I'm taking too long to give them jobs, to give them tasks. They're just truly happy to be here. You know, they're just vibing, and that's all I can ask of them. So we have 1 fish stall, we have some fruit in here, and what we'll do is we're going to build this down to about right here, and let's see. This is going to give them a decent yard, and it will. So let's go boom. And then we'll put another one right here. And I think we can extend this out. And maybe 4 houses. I think 4 houses should be more than enough. And when this one's built, we're going to move her back a little bit. It's a little too forward. Let's just move this. Move this that way. Okay, great. Now that we have you. Boom. And put that out. Now, this guy is still a little too far connected, which is fine. That is okay. But I want to actually move this gap just a little bit. Because what I want to do is kind of create a pathway this way. So that way they're not too secluded from everything. I have to walk too far. Because remember, we won't have any houses or e-scooters for those of you who live in LA. I hate those green scooters. Let's move these guys in so we can move you here. They want trees, so let's get some trees super quick for them. Put one here, we can put some along the way, put one in the back, so that should make him happy. Only 6 though, so let's go a little crazier with trees. Do a wall of trees. 15 is perfect. Now we gotta get some more workers here. And now I want to decorate their little workstation. So let's give them some benches. Enjoy after they buy whatever they buy. I'll put this over. I think it just looks nice. Some people may disagree, and that's okay, because this is my town. And something I like is with these flower pots is you can really put them anywhere. It doesn't just go on the houses. Now, it's as big as the stall, but that's okay. That's fine. They're happy, and that's what matters. And once we have some time, I'm gonna actually extend this out just a little bit. About right here. And we're gonna open up this stall. Because again, what we're wanting to do is make sure that our townspeople are happy. Oh, I already know how to do the fences, thank you. Is we want to make sure our townspeople are happy with their life, all of their options, all of their just their existence. That we want to make sure they're taken care of. And so let's put one more here to here. And then we're going to destroy it's going to destroy the whole thing. But what's nice is we can kind of just demolish it to certain points. And then rebuild it. So let's have this wall rebuilt to about right here. Then we can extend this out just a little bit. They kind of match more or less. And then we're going to have this wall live from here to here. There we go. Give one more person there. And this person wants to be near lights, which there's not a lot of lights here, so we can quickly fix that. Give them here, put them up top, and even just put these on the top corners. There goes +7. So we'll slowly work on making that better for them. And then we're going to put this right here. So they're not, oh god, our research. See, and this is what I mean. Sometimes it just sneaks up on you. Sometimes you realize, it's just people want things and you go, oh great heavens. Now let's build this up. And then we're going to put a few more houses up here. So we'll go 1, 2 like that. And then we'll move these guys for now. To about right here, because that should reach just fine. Yeah, look at that. So they reach up there. And this is okay, because no one's living there yet. We will get it to extend, and that'll be fine. So we can have this veggie stall. Now, this veggie stall won't reach behind, which is a little bit of a problem, but it's a problem that we can adapt with. And you see how when we start to turn it, it kind of fixes our problems. And that's fine, and that's okay. What I might actually do is let's move you over here. We're going to just shift you guys just a little bit, because I should be able to fit. I don't think we'll be able to fit that house. And that's okay. That is okay. So let's just move you a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. Let's see if I can squeeze you in right. Great. So now they can reach it. Now these guys aren't close to the food, so we're gonna. Oh, you want trees? So let's move this family over here since they're pretty low requirements. But now that we have our town, just before we upgrade, I want to make things a little bit prettier. And since we researched some items, we can actually start to build and decorate more. So let's go ahead and do that super quickly. Okay, so we have this new little backyard. A little slide for them to play around in. And I'm thinking we will build kind of a backyard or just communal little garden for these 4 houses. I do want to move them eventually. I don't know where. Maybe we'll move them up here and give them a backyard. I'm not the biggest fan of putting them near the train station because any of y'all who live near a train station or a subway system, that can be a little loud. So maybe we'll do like a wall of trees. But now we get to upgrade our town. And now we can have new apparel, which is going to be a new need. As we keep upgrading our city, we're going to continuously get new needs, but it sounds like someone has something for us. We're all excited about the potential for our town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything's going so well. Though some of the new arrivals are expecting issues, I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox. That way we'll know how to reach you if we ever have any requests for our little town. Great. So I've always struggled trying to figure out where to put the mayor's house exactly, but I think what we'll do is we'll put it next to the research for now. I kind of like this little corner. I don't want to block this off because when we zoom out, we can see where our border is. And so maybe we'll kind of put it here and let it leave up if we want to have a little secluded forest area. But we don't have to do this right now. What I want to do is kind of do that idea of moving these houses here, but creating a kind of just wall of trees. Now, it'll be a little unfortunate that I can't see the train station or the trains rolling up to the station, but I think this would be kind of a good idea for any of the houses, but I definitely want to have these be all of the same tree. We'll see if we can get these to be. Cool. So I like that more just because now it's a little bit more centered and this is own town. And if worst case, we can kind of turn this into another lot. Or as we get more needs, we can do that. But let's move this little flower bed over there as well. Let me add their flowers. I can't believe I got rid of their little garden like that without realizing. Okay, great. Now, I also don't want to put something right here. I don't know. I always feel weird about centering a house with the pathway like that. It just feels like it's inviting a lot of people. Maybe I'm looking too much into things, but we can now do our clothing stores. We can do a butcher, park decorations. I'm gonna do second floor housing though. So I know that this can kind of be a more expensive route, but I think it's gonna be more important that we slowly build out the city than doing it quickly to save money. Because we kind of already have these houses here, but because we have our plan to make this our clothing slash other needs, I think it'll work out fine for now. And maybe we'll just keep this to be a food area. I could also just get rid of this wall. Maybe we do that. We'll play around with it. As you guys could already tell, it's really easy to get rid of items and things in this game, so it doesn't become like a punishment if you end up realizing that you want things to be a little different after the fact. Because as we start to unlock new items, new upgrades, new town things, we're gonna go through that and we're gonna go, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have put this here. maybe I should have moved it a little bit. And that is okay. So we're having a lot of different needs right now. Let's upgrade these two, because this give us plus 20. I don't know if this has enough flowers. We can give you some flowers though. So let's go here. And we can put this up here. And I always like putting their benches on their patios. I don't know why. I just think it looks nice. But let me get them a light up here, because it looks a little dark. Although, I don't want the light to be right above them, so let's put it in that doorway. Great. So now we have all of these upgrades, and we should be able to research our first clothing store. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's make sure I actually build the mayor's house. Because as they kind of hinted and alluded to it, we are going to slowly be able to get different quests from our townspeople. And we're going to want to fulfill whatever requests or things they have. Because one, it'll make them happy, but we'll also start to get some money from it. And money, unfortunately, makes the world go round. There we go. Now they won't be able to reach just because as we're starting to grow more people, grow our population, we're gonna need more townspeople and shops. So I think what we do is we actually get rid of this wall. Let's get rid of this. Yes, I do want to demolish the tall stone wall. We're gonna destroy that too. I'm gonna just pause this and we're gonna fix this. So let's go. Bada bing. Go all the way out here. Good, so now that's going to extend. And what I can do is actually extend this wall out a little bit and pull you back just a little bit right there. Because now what we'll do is we're going to pull you forward a little bit. Then we can get our vegetable stand right here. Great. And then we'll start to build some other things. And maybe even just push this closer together. But let's see how we did. Amazing. Your house looks great. I'm sure the first requests will start coming in soon. We're all thrilled to have such an involved mayor in town. Don't worry if it takes a while to address any of our requests. We're patient townsfolks. Great. Now we'll get you working here. Now let's see where we're at. So we can build our first apparel. Now, I would love to put it there, but I think what we're gonna do is kind of keep this to be our little, like, fashion, our fashion district, if you will. I think that would be very cute, very lovely to have. Now, why aren't you connected to any food places? That is a bit odd. That is strange. Because it is connected. Now, sometimes, like, this game can be a little weird. It is an early access, so we always take things with a grain of salt. You never want to be too strict on things. So let's just move you here for now. Because it straight up just says this house isn't connected to anything. And these houses aren't either. We might need to start having some more demand. Some more food. But let's get this butcher. Because the butcher might be able to fix that problem that we're having. We might be able to... Now, this is a very large building. This is a little big. So what we could do is we could start to wrap this around. So, you know, I kind of changed my mind. So what I'm thinking we do is we can kind of turn this to be a little butcher section. Just because there's not a lot of space there right now. We're gonna build you, and we'll decorate it. But now we're maxed out on our research. So let's see if we can get. Let's do some tastier meats. Just gonna extend a little bit further. And now what I can do is we can do our little, oh gosh, not little. This is little. We'll do our little plaza walkway. And kind of decorate the sides of it. I have, hopefully, what everyone thinks is a cute vision. Let's do that. And then now we just have to get our workers more. And so now they are happy, which is great. And it is a little far away from there, but they'll make it. Now, here's what's gonna suck. You guys are gonna be a little sad because I'm not building near a pond. Once we start to expand up here, we will. For now, we're gonna just make sure all of their other needs are met so they're happy. And then we're gonna work on fixing that. But for now, we'll just give them some lights. Put them right here. Put them on this corner. And what I wanna do here, let's get a small stone wall. Out, up, around, and kind of just fence it off a little bit. Nothing too harsh, but we're gonna get some benches on the outside. Put up our lights here, because we can also put lights on these shops, and even if they don't look like they'll fit well, they do, and it's so nice. It's really kind of a relief to be able to just decorate however we want, whichever way you envision your town being. So put on, because I moved it back a little bit. That was my fault. So let's upgrade you, move you out over there. Okay, this is great. So let's get our last research before we see what is needed from us. Let's do our warehouse. We're gonna need a bigger one. But what is this request that I can hopefully fulfill? Sigh, hello, Mayor. When I moved here, I didn't realize I would have to survive without my favorite tailor. I fear I'm getting desperately out of fashion. Would you be a dear and build a clothing boutique in our little town? And make sure they sell red clothes, dear. I've heard it's the best trend in the big city. So that is definitely something we can try to do. It does look like we might have to build more houses, though, because I can't keep up with the speed that people are moving in. So let's build this house, and then we'll upgrade one other. And then really start to save up for the clothing store that they wanted. Because what I'm thinking is we still keep this to be a little fashion district, because it's going to connect to these two small neighborhoods we have for now. Before we start building outward. So do I not have anything upgraded yet? I don't. Let's keep upgrading this area for them. Now we can move you in there, and we'll make sure our next goal is this, which is only 225 or 255. And we're about halfway there, so it shouldn't take that much longer. And as we run out, we want to make sure we can set the color clothing, and let's do park decorations. Because with our park decorations, we have, well, new decorations. And I want to do a little picnic table, so after they get their butcher stuff, they can kind of just sit out here and eat. Oh, maybe they get some deli meats. Maybe they get... I don't know what you get from a deli or a butcher. I've always said I've wanted to find a good butcher in my neighborhood, so maybe after playing this, I'll look up a good butcher. But we can move our clothing shop right here. And we're going to have to ask people to work there, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have more than enough people working. So we're going to wait for these two. And since we already did the research, we can set this to red. And look at that. Her friends will be jealous. 1,000 thanks, Mayor. Even those big city folks would be envious of my beautiful garments. You look stunning. Bye, Mayor. Aren't you handing out compliments today? We got some more money. We can start to upgrade the rest of these houses. We have this one, and we'll throw you in there. Now they're a little sad because of their market, but that is okay. We have another request already. Oh, yesterday I sat down on a bench and got a splinter in my leg. It hurt really bad. Perhaps our town is growing so much, some of these wooden benches are wearing down with use. It's even making our children cry. Not crying, you're crying. It would be good to replace 5 wooden benches with new steel benches. Now we have our double benches. And now, here's the fun thing is I don't have to actually replace the benches. I can just put them up top. I just have to put 5 new benches everywhere, which is very, very nice. Because as our town starts to get a little bit bigger, it's going to be, I don't want to say difficult, but it's going to be a challenge trying to keep track of all of my things. So let's put these here on these corners. This is 4 for now, and then we can just put one. Let's put one like maybe right here. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put, yeah, we can just put them like that. They can sit down and hang out. But look at that. We don't have any more houses. Oh gosh, our research. That's the thing, is the more people we have researching, the quicker things go. So let's get a shoemaker and the Halloween decorations. But we replaced the benches. Nicely done, putting up those steel benches. That will prevent other children from definitely not getting hurt to the point of crying. You probably never had a splinter in your leg. And you know what? He's right. He probably hasn't. And I want to keep it that way. 1, 2, 3. So we have these 3 houses upgraded. And let's send these guys to work. Okay, great. Now we have our shoemaker. So we're a little poor for the shoemaker. But I want to put this guy a little more back here. And kind of give a nice little almost yard to the shoemaker place. Give a little plaza. Put some decorations up. We can kind of just do that like this, but just hang with me for a sec. I know it's a little obnoxious with how large it is, but I want to kind of just do something here, but I don't know if doing it at an angle is the best idea. We'll do that, because now we can put some of these oh, these are the Halloween decorations. That's right. So I started playing this a month ago, so this is my first time playing with these Halloween decorations, and they're so cute. We could, you know, let's put it in the center. Just putting it in the center would be kind of cute. And then we can put some just flowers around it, you know? Some here. And I definitely think we're gonna have to be putting a pumpkin on the backside, so can we put that? Great. Mist. Oh, I can just make the town misty. How cool. We'll put a sunflower here. Right, so that's kind of what I wanted to do. I don't know if it looks good. I like it. Hopefully our townspeople like it as well. But our research is already maxed out. Let's get our optician. And it looks like our butcher can't transport anything, so let's see if we can make a larger warehouse. And let's just put it for now next to the research study. We have this, and then we'll send some people to work there, and then move them to take care of that. So 1, 2, and now that these workers are asleep, that means we won't need it. But I'm going to keep them there for now because we will eventually have to man someone there. So let's put clothing people here. You'll be happy here. The lake's a little far away. I'm so sorry, but you can enjoy it from afar. And we have another request. Oh, every tree in the neighborhood looks the same. They're all leafy. How about we plant a bunch of pine trees to spruce up our town? But when you put spruce trees, anyway, not my business. Oh, there are too many spruce, don't you think? See, he gets it. No, too many oaks. We need pines. I have some sapling and mulch laying around. Where could you plant 10 pine trees around here? What if I don't want to? Okay, so we need to move some food. So if I put you here, so that's going to be +0. Let's see. No, you like the trees. Let's see if I can move you over here. Put you there, +20. Great. Another. And now we can get our Fountain of Seasons. So we'll see if we can get more people to move in before our research is maxed out. I think we're going to max that out before more people move in, but that is okay. That is fine. Now we can get the optician, but the optician's a little expensive. And the same thing, we're going to kind of stagger this back. I think it looks cute. I think it's fine. But if you're playing and you want to do things your own way, do things your own way. It's your town, not my town. But yeah, let's get some lights over here for this guy. Maybe put something right there. And we can get our double bench up here. Boom. Now that I don't really like. We can put it over here though. On the sides of the building, I kind of like to have these like hanging plants. I think those look way better. But that's just me. Now we can move you into town. Now we're at 106. Get some more people in here. Right. Now we'll slowly work up to getting this optician. But whilst we're waiting, we can definitely start to kind of decorate more of the town. We can put some big bushes around. Tiny one. Let's do the randomizer, because it's nice to have some, like, uniformity, but a little something to spice things up is always great, too. Now, what do I do about... Oh, this goes on the side of a building. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cool. See, these new updates they do is just so fun. Alright, so we'll put that there. And then I always like to have these kind of start in the new neighborhoods. Or not new neighborhoods, but like a little getaway into something cuter, into something different. I'm going to do wood for this one, just because I think the theme of it fits better. We'll go 1, 2. I know we kept saying I would get the optician first, but I'm really trying to get our population up. I need 150 before we can do anything crazy. So it looks like we have all of our houses upgraded. So we will have to start getting more towns, or not towns, folks, but little neighborhoods built, and that's fine. What I don't want to do is forget about a neighborhood because I'm so focused on other things. They all deserve the best, but let's get these guys a fenced-in little backyard real quick. so we have that now. And it looks like we're gonna want some more houses already. So what we can maybe do is kind of start to build up on this hilltop. What I'm afraid of is they might not be able to reach down here. That's what I'm a little worried about. Or what we do is we can move you possibly right here for now. Can we do this? Can we move them next to this warehouse? No, we can't. So we'll move it here. Right now they're panicking, but that's just because we don't have a little path for them. Let's get that fixed. Take that to the corner. Now they're all happy again, and we can build a few houses right here to kind of continue the idea and the theme of, you know, having the houses near the train station. But I think we'll just do that one for now. Because again, I don't want it to have it in the center, so it's like inviting people to just walk on in. Ep.1. I have too many employed people. Well, listen, what am I to do? What am I to do? We have such a good town going here, you know. All right, so let's and now in a non-extreme way, I kind of want to do that again. So we're gonna go up, around, and then that way. Now they can kind of go up and around. We can also put this here. Get some nature going. Flower beds. Get some lights up. That's kind of close. Let's do that instead, and then we'll actually move over here. That way we have the light. Get the townspeople working. Here we go. Perfect. So now let's see if we can kind of build up and around a little bit, and we can work on having some different walls in different locations. But for now, I'm happy with what we've been to. I want to kind of continue that positive trend. So I say that as I don't make the pathway the way I want, and that's fine. That's okay. Now we're gonna go up through this way, and we're gonna move these houses. Now we're not houses, trees. We're gonna just move them down a little bit this way, because the idea is we'll have the houses be looking down, and then we'll curve some houses for our pond wanters. People want houses near the water, and I want to make them happy. So we're gonna do that, but let's first build it right here. Build one next to it, and then keep curving it that way. Look out over there, and I wish we could kind of build into the mountain to make a staircase, because it would be so nice to just create something that way. But alas, we're gonna have to wait until either that comes out on an update or pivot. Maybe a mod. I don't know. I don't know if people already have mods for a game like this. Okay, so let's select this area for the pine tree so we can just get it off our mind. We'll put it there, and then let's just build all of these pine trees. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Pine trees, aren't they just the loveliest? It's so much more foresty here now. That's a big word for 0. But we have big money, so let us upgrade our town again. And now we have leisure, because if clothing wasn't already something to worry about, now we have more. And that's okay. There's going to be a lot of different things as we continue upgrading our town. But we have everything unlocked. Now what we're going to want to do is start to focus on some of these leisure things, because even though we don't have it researched yet, they're going to want it because we've upgraded the town. So having the bistro, having the barbershop would be really cute, but I think what we're going to do is focus on these ones. So let's do a street organ. That sounds fun. So we're going to move you up here. Give some more workers here. And the thing with these is they don't have a very large range, which kind of sucks, but they're not the most, how do I want to say this, the most, like, essential form of leisure. They're just very nice to have in little corners of the town. So we'll put one there, because as we can see, it's not even, it reaches this little neighborhood, which is more than enough. And then we can add another one. Again, I don't really want to put it right there. We could almost just put it like in this backyard and then allow them to have fun with it that way. But then I'm afraid they're gonna get annoyed with it being in their backyard. So let's put it on this street corner. Or not. Let's. Dilemma. Because they're rather close together, but this will reach up, and that one's already being entertained. So what if let's just put it right here for now. Oh, it's too expensive. I'm not going to put it there for now. We're going to put that there later. Let's move you in, give you some more stuff. So when we get some more money, we will focus that. And yeah, I think our next big thing is going to be doing some new research equipment, because 500... we can't research to 500 yet. And getting that out the way will be nice so we don't have to worry about it per se. But I do want to wait till we get more money before we move more people in. But I do want to definitely make these houses a little bit better. And as we kind of figure out where I'm going to be laying things out, we will move these houses. I'm not going to have them be locked in this place. But, you know, they're temporarily here. Alright, so we have 400. So let's say we can move you. I kind of want to put this in this corner, but it's not going to reach that house. Worth. Maybe it'll just be worth putting it here for now. Yeah, I think putting it here for now will probably be what's best. Until we can move things around a little bit. Because I might just shift this here and then put one of the entertainment stuff in the corner. I don't know. You know, we're playing it by ear. We're seeing what we can do. Just this one poor house will never be entertained. Okay, great. So we're working toward getting more money. We're almost there. Things are going very well. So now that we have our money, let's upgrade one of these at least. Move you in. And here's the thing. I know it looks like we have so many available workers and we're kind of just sitting on them. We are, admittedly, but as a little sight into the future, we're going to reach a point where we can't get enough workers. So this is a great problem to be having right now. And it looks like their work decorations are a little low, so we can see what we can do to make them feel better about where they work. You know, we can do a little something like that. Do this big one right there. Because the warehouses also count as work, and that's something I always forget. So let's see if we can make these just a little bit better, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be a good window. This would be a kind of a fun one. We can let's put the wooden ones. It just feels like it fits better. But flowers fit better for you. Now that we're maxed out, let's get more. Because now we can get 1,000. We have 1,000 now. That's great. Now let's go 1, 2. And they want to be living with a lot of people. So let's see if I can move. Who doesn't really care? Let's move you here. See, now they're 19 because they want to be near a lot of people. Which is fine. That's fantastic to hear. So this is good. And what we might do is we'll probably keep this as is and then turn it around. Or we might just turn around and give them a little backyard. I definitely want this area to be neighborhoody. So we could even shift it down and make this like another plaza. There's so many different possibilities we can do. It really just depends on how we envision things. If I can bring my mindset to life. Looks like these are all good, so we'll have to continue with building some more houses. So what I think we'd do is I'm going to start building out in this corner and then adjusting for how I want. Now I am going to want to get rid of rocks. There are so many other things I can have, but getting rid of this rock, this one behind is going to do us a lot of good. I know it doesn't sound like it will, but I promise it will. Now that we have them, try to make sure I'm not missing anything that I could possibly be building. That happens a lot. And so yeah, I definitely think we're gonna do rocks and then probably the workers. Because right now we're good on food. Having the high range will be great, especially now that we're slowly expanding outward. I do also want to expand this way. But I haven't put in a lot of thought to how I want to work on this side yet. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Oop, but now we have our first unhappy residents. So what can we do to help them? So they want to be connected to food and leisure. So let me see if we can just, oh gosh, start kind of moving these guys out here so I can possibly fix some of those problems by creating more areas for them. We're going to do this. And even though we don't have, that's going to stay there for them. I know they're going to be unhappy for now. I'm not saying I'm okay with it, but they're going to just have to wait a minute. But yes, they don't have any leisure things. But what we can do for now is put a leisure guy right here and just hope he does not fall off of the cliff. Do that. And then we can give him labor. So now you'll be happy. But now let's remove these rocks. So now I'm going to pause this, which I try not to pause it too much. But sometimes we just have to. Now we have those rocks. So let us just shift you over a little bit. And then we're gonna just put this house, put the house like right here. Because they're not gonna have much of a backyard. See if I can just kind of put you here, here, here. Put this right here. I think I can. We'll shift this over a little bit. Because what I kind of want to do is, like I said, create that mini plaza. So it's gonna wrap around this way. Up here. All the way around. And then we're going to go that way. So now what we'll be able to do is just slowly connect this out. Move out there. So we have this sharp corner. And the sharp corner is okay. It's fine. It's not hurting anyone. So now we're going to make our plaza here for the foodies. I'm going to cut it off right there. Let's have our... Oh, Cliff. This house will be happy for them. This will be happy for you. Now, real quick, let's see if we can find some of the people that wanted to be near the lake. Because now you'll be happy, although you're sad. I don't know why you're sad, because you're near a lake. Right there. I think we only had 2 lake people, if I recall. I don't know if I just put them all near. I swore we had 2 lake families. Aha, we did, so we can put you right there. So now our lake families are happy. We're getting it up, so maybe we can save up for this bistro, which looks like we can actually have it now, and then we can just put the bistro right here to make them happy. What I'm thinking is we kind of just do it right here almost. Because what I have in mind is we do a hedge. Well, the hedges are kind of... So what we're going to do is we're going to go boom, 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 entryway. And then we're going to have this V go here, pop it there, go around here, and then here. So now this way, there are 2 entries. And we still have 29 people who are unemployed. That's okay. That is fine. And what we can do is, since we do have the shop here, is we can connect some different businesses to alleviate the stress of this one. Because now they can work there. We still have these 3, but we're gonna move them in a second. Because what I want to do is put some decorations out here. Alright, so maybe they want to eat outside. And put these 3 right there. Put some lights up. 1. I'm gonna put these on the outsides, and maybe we'll make this pathway just a little bit wider. I would love to be able to put it like on top, but alas, I cannot do that quite yet. I don't know if it is something on the roadmap. If it's not, if any developers are watching, hey, can we put them on the walls? I think putting them on the walls would be really cute. And I want to put some small trees. I don't want anything too crazy out there. Okay, great. So we have our little bistro. We have our clothing district down here. And then let's see if we can upgrade some of these houses to make them happier. Oh, we have some place they can move down here. What a fool. Okay, great. Now let us make this backyard better. And we're gonna have this just wrap around like this. That way it still kind of connects. I don't want there to be the opening back there, but I think them just being able to walk through is cute. I think that's nice. You know, maybe some people like it, some people don't. I do. I'm the mayor. If you want me gone, you can vote me out. Joke's on you, we're not hosting any elections. Alright, let's get some vegetation out here. So we can start to get some lights. How big is this pumpkin? Oh, that's not a very big pumpkin. I thought it was going to be like a huge pumpkin. Get some little decorations here. And even when it's not like, you know, Halloween, that's okay. We live in a area with farms and such. We can have all the pumpkins we want. I will move you here. Awesome. Our town's developing really, really nicely. So it doesn't look like we'll need to upgrade our roads quite yet. I think what we're gonna want is maybe a barber shop. Maybe we do the barber shop. But what I want to do is kind of put the mayor's house by City Hall. And because I'm not in love with where I have the mayor's house, we'll see where we can move that to. But we might move this Oregon, or yeah, that's what it is, right? An Oregon player. Maybe just move him up here for now. Or should we do it? We can put it right here. Yes, we'll put it right here because it'll still be able to reach everyone. And then we can put the barber shop kind of just like right in this little nook right here. right there, and then we'll get the little pathway to connect. Like so. And then now we can just do our normal decorations that we would be doing. Put this right in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great, and let's get some lights up. I didn't know the scarecrow acted as a light. That's kind of cool, but right there, one right there, here, and here. Okay, great. So I know we have a new request. I don't want to bother myself with it just quite yet. I want to make sure we have everyone here happy for now. If I can move you up here. Now you'll be happy there. And can I move anyone here? Will this make you happy? 5%? 5%'s better than -%. Okay, great. So now that we're waiting on just more things to be researched and things to develop, let's make a little playground back here for the kiddos. We'll put this here. Let them watch from over here. Even just kind of do the split into houses so no one cuts through too easily. And what I kind of want to do is, I don't want to put the wells over here, but we could put the well. Because we have the one in the center town. Maybe putting one like right here could be nice. We don't have anything here, so we can put another one right there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. And then what do you want? Multiple floors. Well, lucky for you. That is all of our houses until I build you a new house, because evidently we are running low on houses. It's a housing crisis. Where should we put them? Because I like how we're building this out a little bit. Maybe we hook it around, and then we can kind of connect that. This will be a little harsh of a connection, but that's fine. That is okay. So let's do this, and just you know what? Yeah, I do like them walking up this pathway for it to hook like this. So let's do that. And we can just go like so. Perfect. And then what we can do is we can make like a little like park here, but I want to put some more houses. So maybe I'm thinking like, well, I'm gonna put one house here for now because I want to see if I get the lake bonus. Because if we get the lake bonus, we'll just put a few here and make this like a little park. Okay, so looks like we're not going to. So what if we connect this out just a little bit closer? Like so. So this, oh gosh, oh man, I'm messing it up, guys. Don't look at me. Don't look at it yet. Oh, let's try this one more time. What if we just do a little bit of a, not harsher, but there we go, like that. And then we can go circle. Alright, no. Guys, redelete it that way. There we go. So I kind of like that a little bit more, and hopefully it'll connect better. Is it you? It was you. So it's +0, so it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing ever. That's fine. That's okay. But I think, yeah, we do it like that, and then we'll create a little park. I was gonna say beach, but that's not how a beach works. Silly. This is good. These things are turning out great. So let's get a puppeteer, because now we can get this kiosk theater, and maybe putting the kiosk theater like right here next to the pond, next to the bistro, it'd be very nice. And I think we'll build this out and then start to kind of build this. Because if we can make this like a city, city hall next to the mayor's house, I think that would be good. Let me move you here, and then you should be happy there, which is great. And it looks like we know 180, but I want to make sure we have everything researched first before we start moving in too many people. Because if we move in too many people, I don't have enough things researched, and I'm gonna feel like bad. I don't have enough things researched. So let's see if we can just work on making the town a little bit cuter. Okay, so we'll kind of expand more, but this is kind of how I like this beach. I keep calling this a beach. It's a pond, Zero. My lord. So I like how we have a pond for now, and we'll keep expanding on it later. But I think for now, we've kind of done good with how this town looks. I think before we leave, let's get this kiosk center researched, and we are coming toward the cap of our income. But what I want to do, kind of create it right, maybe here. Now, do I love it being in front of people's houses? No, but that's why I don't live there. That is okay. Now we'll get some labor here. So it's going to reach more or less everyone. These guys won't have it, but we'll start to expand out this way in a little bit. But I think like what we've done right now, like our town's pretty cute. We have our different layers, multi living houses. Our bistro, they can eat some fun food. Little organ player. Their little backyards. Now our plaza is rather bare-boned for now, but we can look at improving her. The fashion district, though, I mean, she's pretty fashionable if you ask me, guys. I mean, look at her, right? So if you did definitely enjoy this, please let me know. This is very different from the other videos I tend to make, but city builder games have always been one of my favorite types of games to play. So if you guys are enjoying it, I am more than happy to continue playing it. You don't gotta tug my leg, so make sure you do subscribe here and all the links I have down below. So if you want more content in between videos, you can follow me on TikTok, Twitch, whatever else I have linked there, I probably post there. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If I don't get to see you in the next episode, I hope to see you wherever I see you again. Okay, bye.